MLB The Show cover. You guys brought it up. Let's talk about it. They released a little statement today on the MLB The Show Twitter. Let me pull it up real quick. And here it is right here. Breaking news. There will not be a new cover athlete for MLB The Show 26. Eye emoji. And then press release for immediate release to our MLB The Show community. First off, we at San Diego Studios want to thank you, the MLB The Show community, for your continued support and feedback. We know that you're all just excited as we are for the release of MLB The Show 26, so we wanted to let everyone know that this year we have decided that we will not have a new cover athlete. Please stay tuned to all of our social channels for more info to come. Officially licensed product of MLB Players Incorporated. Okay, we don't need to talk about that. And everyone, and I mean so many people on Twitter are like, MLB The Show is lazy. They aren't getting a cover athlete. How could they? They've had so long to prepare. Ugh! When in reality, it just means that it's not a new athlete, which means it would be someone that's been on the cover before. Now, there are different theories. World Baseball Classic cover. Maybe it's someone in their team uniform. And then we look at the orange color that they've been using. If they stick to that, because they could always just change that. It could just be something to throw us off. They've done that in the past. But if they stick with the orange, you'd like to think, a team with orange in there. A Met, a Tiger, a Giant. Now, realistically, I think there's two options here. Because the Met would be David Wright. I don't think that's a cover guy in this day and age. And technically, Orioles, I forgot to list them. Cal Ripken Jr., I also don't think that. But there are two I do think are realistic. We're going to start with Miguel Cabrera. He was a cover athlete in the past. Won a Triple Crown MVP. Probably a top 5 right-handed hitter of all time. I think we would all agree with that. But here's the thing. I have never been on the Barry Bonds train. Everybody gets so excited. This is the year that Barry Bonds is going to be in the game. It was a big thing for MLB The Show 25. I never got on that train. Never have. Barry Bonds, the last game he was in was actually the one he was on the cover in 03, because after that year, he left the Players Association because they weren't paying him enough. He was not in the Players Association, which means he was never in another game. That's how you got John Dowd in MVP 05. You got Reggie Stocker in MLB The Show. You never got Barry Bonds. Here's the thing. We've been seeing him get out there more a little bit. He's been a coach in the past. He was on TV last year for one of the, I think it was the Field of Dreams game, right? I don't know, man. I feel like with him not making the Hall in that one vote this year, and I wonder if he's going for a PR play. This is the first time, considering they gave us the hint, the coloring of the orange. This is the first time I think there's a chance of Barry Bonds. Very first time ever I have thought that there was an actual chance of Barry Bonds. I still I have a feeling it's Miggy. And then other people are coming up with concepts of WBC. I saw one that Samuel Adams, you guys are not aware of him. He is another YouTuber. Goes by Adam Samuels on YouTube. Let me pull it up here real quick. Looks like he had this mocked up and posted it on Twitter. This is interesting. If they made the orange like the accenting, maybe it's a couple different previous athletes with their team, like a Ohtani Judge type thing. But here's the thing. I feel like that, I don't think the main cover would be World Baseball Classic, because that's not a thing we have every year. We just don't. So my theory is, if they're going to do World Baseball Classic or something like that, that could be like a digital deluxe edition, like the $100 edition of the game. And then you just have a regular. But I think if you're going to have a regular, it's going to be the single cover athlete. And if that's the case, and then the statement they put out today is true, I think the only two options are Miggy and Bonds. Could be Bonds or something stupid. I don't think Miggy would be stupid. I don't think Miggy would be stupid because he is a top 5 right-handed hitter of all time. And also, he was beloved by everybody. He was beloved by everybody. They said no new cover athletes. So I don't think it's going to be a duo cover athlete of like a current player and a legend on the same team. Like someone I have seen on Twitter talked about like a Scooble Miggy. I don't think it can be that. There's also a theory it's Scooble and they have intel he could get dealt and they don't want to make a cover and then have it. Well, here's the thing with that, is they do everything for these covers in like May, June, July. No, like this has been decided. It's not like when Harper was a free agent, we knew he was going to be a free agent. And then they kind of had to, they decided that year clearly that they were going to wait until he signed with the team to do an actual like photo shoot. So if this has been decided, and it's not going to be a new cover athlete. I don't think it's Scooble. It's just today I was laughing my ass off at the amount of people I was seeing saying SDS is lazy. I will get on San Diego Studios and MLB The Show for a lot of things. I think we all know my thoughts on the game being repetitive and how it makes me stop playing it sometimes, which we all saw. They are a business. And they are a part of Sony, who are professionals, whether you like them or not. They are not just going to be like, oh, we forgot to do a cover athlete. Is that not, like anybody actually thinking that is stupid, to put it lightly, all right? Stupid to put it lightly, in my opinion. I truly think it's Miggy or Bonds. And then I had a talk today with Dime, who might be editing this video, or maybe I'll just do it because it's going to be super easy. MLB The Show cover athletes. I think the majority of us that play this game all the time realize that they don't matter. The cover athlete does not matter, right? Even though I have all of you guys that come into the chat being like, who do you think the cover athlete's going to be, Swan? Usually my answer is Matt Stairs, because usually it gets people to stop asking, and I think it's hilarious. Imagine Matt Stairs on the cover of the game. Barry Bonds is known as the GOAT, right? But he had the steroid allegations, all that. These cover athletes, I think, are more directed towards the young generation. And also, that's what MLB The Show wants to push towards is, you know, the young baseball generation that's coming up and still learning to love the game. I see Barry Bonds for the younger generation as how we would look like my generation, Michael Jordan. I was not alive to see Michael Jordan play. I was alive to see LeBron play. Everybody looks back at Jordan and they say, oh yeah, GOAT, won a bunch of championships. Also had some stains to his character. Barry Bonds, I think, is looked at the same way by the kids that did not get to see him play. So, like I said, a PR stunt earlier, I think this could also be a PR move for Bonds if he were on the cover. Matt Stairs looks like your cousin. All right, we're going to end this. Thank you, Doug, for that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think Miggy Bonds right now, and I've never been on the Bonds train. So do with that information what you will. But either way, MLB The Show 26 is coming soon. We will see the cover athlete announcement soon, the trailer soon. We will be uploading about all that stuff, making videos, gameplays here on the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll see you in the next one.